The Black Panther versus the Predator. Another comic book story brought to us by Marvel. This time, the Predator goes to Wakanda in search of vibranium. So let's get into it. The story begins in the Wolfstar system. We learn of a planet that was one of the rare treasures of the galaxy, host to an atmosphere and abundant life. Two rival clans were given the opportunity to claim it as their own exclusive hunting grounds. Each clan was led by a brother, and they both were trying to make their father proud. This king would never consider his two sons as equals. One had the strength of an entire hunting party, the other was born small and missing a leg. The king had a weapon that never left his side, a legendary spear that was also a prized hunting trophy, but it had the power to absorb and expel kinetic energy. The spear was passed down to the stronger son, but the one-legged son had demanded this hunt, and so it begins. This hunt will decide who will survive. Honor was at stake, and perhaps the future of the throne. The battle lasted many rotations of the sun. At first, they hunted each other using stealth, but in the end, the older brother's clan was victorious because of the special power of the spear. His father collected the spear during one of the greatest hunts of his life. The hunt lasted for a month on Earth. He brought home many skulls and trophies, but this spear contained power like no other in their arsenal. The younger brother asked for this blood hunt, but he felt it was his only choice, because living in his brother's shadow and his father's disdain was to live in dishonor. When the battle was over, the older brother would humiliate the younger, weaker brother by stripping him of his armor and weapons, tying him to a totem, abandoning him in disgust. This was the chance he wanted, to prove he was stronger and worthier despite his physical disadvantages. But strength came in different forms, so his only choice was to be smarter than his brother. He integrated tech into his body to make him more formidable. Subcutaneous wrist blades was one of many advantages. The story then flips over to Wakanda. Two sides are competing, where the loser takes over the duties of the winner for one full month. If anyone is tagged by the Black Panther, they are removed from the field. The Black Panther would be shown during this scene. He confronts Okoye, but his armor is then disabled by Shuri, hoping this encounter would humble him to battle without his armor, but he eventually wins, and Okoye is eliminated from the training exercise. After this, Shuri says she has to show something to their king. They travel together, avoiding quicksand, pitfalls until they reach a waterfall. And there, they meet someone by the name of Maji Kina. He is a seer from the river tribe, and he brings the news of the water. We then go back to the Wolfstar system. The younger Yahuchwa brother that was defeated is now thinking of the vibranium spear that cost him the battle. If he could make a helmet, body armor, and a leg out of it, he would become the ultimate predator. When he learned that his own father was maneuvering against him, he created a backup plan. He kept a ship hidden below the lake. Now they would travel to Earth in search of more vibranium. During the battle with his brother, his helmet collected the kinetic signature of vibranium, so he searched for similar frequencies. A few blips were found in New York and Central America, but the majority of it was found in Africa. It was here that he discovered an energy dome with cloaking technology, similar to the Yahuchwa's version, but this camouflage was meant to hide a nation. The shield was stronger than the Yahuchwa's weapons, but they were able to hack the algorithm and pass through. We then go back to the scene with Maji. He tells the Black Panther what he knows. He's had visions of human suffering, a year-long drought, a grassland fire, and more issues 1,000 miles to the east. The Black Panther plans to help by sending donations instead of sharing Wakanda's technology. And nearby, we see a Yahuchwa. He scans their bodies and watches. The Yahuchwa then discover the suit of the Black Panther is covered in vibranium. They see this as a trophy, Two members are instructed to continue the survey of Wakanda to locate the source of vibranium, but the others would join him. They were going on a hunt. T'Challa would notice something is upsetting the birds. Something is wrong here. They need to get the Elder to safety. As he makes his way through the jungle, his communication with Okoye is lost. He's being hunted. He gets blasted in the back, but the armor protected him partially. But the force of the impact dulled his brain. He fell in concussed darkness as his body is swallowed by the mud in the swamp. Shuri would take control of a ship and head towards the edge of the dome. Her plan is to share Wakanda's resources with the outside world. She believes if we help others, then others would help us. Someone at the control station would then get attacked by Yawuchwa. They don't want interference from the outside, so they lock the dome. Shuri would notice something is wrong, so she turns the ship around. As she tries to re-enter the dome, it closes and she crashes. Everyone inside is now trapped. They are all being hunted. This area would now serve as its own hunting preserve. So that is the end of the first issue of Black Panther versus the Predator. When the next issue is released, I'll check it out. That's it for now. I'll see you next time.